Welcome to a new Team CGC 9.8 video. So if you've watched the channel before, you probably know that I'm not really into buying new comic books very much. But a couple days ago, I did end up pre-ordering a new comic book. Yeah, this one was really sticking out to me. So the one I pre-ordered here just a couple days ago, it's Amazing Spider-Man number 50, the Ortega variant. So this, for me, is just a really sexy, cool looking silk cover. And yeah, you know, with Silk, like, I pretty much missed the boat here with Silk. I think, you know, a couple months ago and, you know, 6 to 12 months ago, let's say, that first appearance of Silk in Amazing Spider-Man number 4, probably one of the better modern first appearances to get. Now that show's been announced that it's coming out, so the prices are really expensive on that. I mean, that book has definitely doubled, I think. And the variant's looking really cool too. So I kind of missed the boat on Silk. So this is kind of a good way for me just to kind of get my Silk fix, I think. So I did pre-order these at cover price. It's Amazing Spider-Man number 50, the Belen Ortega variant. And it ships October 14th. And yeah, just like the coolest cover, I think that's kind of sticking out on a lot of the pre-orders. And yeah, I am sort of thinking that this Silk show could be probably pretty cool. And since I did miss that boat, you know, this is just a cheap way to kind of get a bit of a Silk fix. This cover is looking really cool. So I paid, it was a $7.99 Canadian, which is pretty much cover price for a book like this. That works out to $5.99 US each. And then I think it was like $5 Canadian shipping. You know, basically cover price for these books. So that, I mean, that's a lot of the reason why, because, yeah, sorry, I did not grab a CGC 9.8 of this book. Yeah, just 2 raws for $7.99 Canadian, which is about $5.99 US. So I did break it down into 4 reasons here. And before the 4 reasons, though, just to make a point, like for this, I don't really think of it as like an investment or anything like that. Like, this is just a really cool collector item, a cover that was sticking out for me, and I just decided to pick up 2. Because, yeah, we'll get into some of the reasons here of why. I just think this one, yeah, it's a really cool one. Just the fact that I just think it's a well-executed, pretty sexy-looking Silk cover. And not very many Silk covers kind of stick out for me, even on the first appearance, the Amazing Spider-Man number 4. Like, the first cover's kind of a bit underwhelming, and then the variant cover's cool, but still not like super eye-catching for me, to be honest. So, but this one is just looking really cool, and a great kind of classic cover potential here, I think, for this Silk cover. So to get it at cover price made sense. Let's get into those 4 reasons, though. Again, yeah, this is like the coolest Silk cover I've saw. So, but yeah, I'm not right into Silk or anything, but I think it's just kind of more eye-appealing than the first appearances covers. So if you can get this one right now at like cover price, I think maybe in a couple years it's worth, you know, maybe big Silk fans are paying like 25 or 30 bucks for this one just to have this sweet cover. I think it could be one of those. Yeah, so the second reason, yeah, I could actually see Silk fans paying over $20 for this one in a couple years' time. You know, with that, if that show comes out, a lot of just Silk fans out there at that time wanting something a little bit cheaper than the first appearances. This could be one of the classic Silk covers that, again, I'm getting it at cover price here. I think it could be one of those that can get to like over 20 bucks. This one too, I made one of those videos about the hot lady cover potential CGC 9.8s. Where the hot lady covers, that's a really well collected niche out there. Like, there are a lot of collectors I talk to that have like 20 or 30, you know, hot lady covers in the 9.8, kind of really a big hot modern niche. This one has the potential to be one I think that that collector niche will really go after. So it's got that potential, and it could, you know, be worth more and be more of a key in that sense as well. And I did say this at the beginning, the 4th reason here. I missed the boat on Silk pretty much. Like, there were a couple of people on the team, you know, telling me, you know, 6 months ago or whatever, yeah, I'm buying the Amazing Spider-Man number 4, you know, pretty decent, like, modern spec. And I agreed with them, but again, the cover is a bit underwhelming for me, and I never sort of was aware of the book when it came out, so I didn't, you know, really read it or have any affiliation with Silk. But the more I learn about her, yeah, she's pretty cool, and I think there is some potential there. So this is just a way for me, because I missed the boat and now the first appearance of Silks are pretty expensive with that show coming out, for me just to have a cool Silk collector item for an affordable price. Yeah, not paying an arm and a leg for those first appearances now. And like in the 9.8, they're cool, like if you're the biggest Silk fan out there. But right now, with that show being announced, it is one of those times where I don't really recommend to get out there and buy 9.8s. You know, when there's a lot of promotion for a character, whatever it might be, especially when it's new promotion. So there was like Miles Fever maybe 3 or 4 months ago, and Null was really, really hot there. Even Null's cooling off a bit. I'm seeing like some prices cool off in the Venom #3 third print. So right now, for Amazing Spider-Man #4, first appearance of Cindy Moon becomes Silk, basically. I think that book you might want to be a little patient on. You know, after that show will probably be the best time to buy. Maybe it lulls before this show comes out. So yeah, maybe 4 to 6 months you might see some prices lull, and maybe you get it for a decent price then. But right now it just seems really hot. So this Amazing Spider-Man #50 Ortega variant is a good way to kind of get my fix here for yeah, $5.99 US out there. I'm pretty sure the pre-order that I did order it off of eBay, because I do have a store. It's a comictraders.ca that I like to look at, and I use my local comic shop as well. I still might get maybe one more copy from my local shop. I'm gonna go there, but the comictraders.ca was sold out of this one. So I went on eBay and there was a few left. I think it was Dungeon Comics I bought it from in Canada. So I don't know if, you know, if you're in Canada, that might work out for you, but I don't know how much the shipping is to the US, and that might not be worth it. But yeah, for, you know what, grab 2 of this. Maybe I'll grab another one from my local comic shop, because I just really like how this cover is executed. Yeah, I don't know much about Belen Ortega. I did sort of see a couple other covers doing a little bit of research for the video that he's done. I think he's got a couple like Miles Morales Spider-Man covers and things like that. So maybe an artist on the rise, but just really well executed. This just kind of reminds me of like a hot Spider-Gwen cover a bit, but obviously Silk, and I think it's got classic cover potential. So I pre-ordered 2, and it ships October 14th. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You know, maybe if you really like this one too and you haven't saw it, are you gonna pre-order it possibly too? Yeah, it ships October 14th, so you still got time. I think most vendors will probably still have this one, and that's kind of why I wanted to make the video too. Like, I think this is one that, yeah, you can get for cover price right now, and it's kind of again, yeah, classic cover potential for Silk. And the show's going to come out, and I think there's going to be a lot of new Silk fans out there, and they're not going to have the money to probably buy the first appearances or anything like that. And this could be one of those like $20 to $30 books. If you can get it for cover price now, why not? So that's pretty much my thinking behind it. All right, thanks so much for watching today, and if you haven't already, I would invite you to join the team and subscribe to Team CGC 9.8. Yeah, I would love to have you on our comic book collecting and comic book investing team. Hit the bell for all the notifications. Add me on Instagram and Twitter as well. All the links in the description below. But yeah, I was really liking this one, and for the price, I just decided to grab 2 copies. And yeah, this is just a hot cover I think I'll enjoy having, so why not? And let me know if you're going to pre-order this one. Yeah, maybe in the comments below, drop me a line. Thanks again for watching. Really appreciate all the support from the team. Message me on Instagram if you wanted to kind of ask me any questions. All right, thanks once again, and I'll see you on the next one.